Good day, lords and ladies of the internet. I am your host, the Parafox Archangel, the greatest admiral the universe has ever seen. And I welcome you back to my station of Halcyon 6. Now, what do we have special about Halcyon 6? Well, we don't know. We're just here waiting a bit for things to get done. So, because we've got this speed upgrade going for our precursor starship. Then, I don't know. If anything, I feel I should do this cadet thing here, because I can. Now, outsider, you're in charge of said event, but I need to also level you up. So, I guess the question is, what do I need to level up involving you? You know, I really do not know what to upgrade with you. I get the feeling I want to try and upgrade this process here. Especially as you actually gain what looks to be a lot of abilities. No wait, that upgrades your ground abilities, which I do think we are going to be needing soon. Because, well, yeah. Commander, the precursor starship has finished its task. Glorious. Continue on. Commander, the outsider has finished the cadet engineering overtime duty at the foundry. Excellent. That means we have 50 increased maximum health for our station of Halcyon 6. Now then, we just need an awful lot of materials and an awful lot of dark matter to do the rest. But we can't do that yet. So I guess the next question in the process of asking is, what do we do now? Well, for a start, we need another place to make a Tier 3 hangar bay. So we should probably do that. We've cleared out the location. Perfect. Why can't I... Oh, I already made the Tier 3 hangar bay. Right. Of course. Of course I did. I mean, I'm not a fool that forgets these things at all, am I? No. No, not in the slightest. No. Shut up. The point is, we now have our Tier 3 ships, meaning we should probably work on getting them. But they require an awful lot of dark matter, which we just don't have access to right now. But we can go and kill some behemoths. Ready. Can't we? Yes, of course we can. Let us go now. Ha! You missed. And then you hit. I spoke too soon. Sorry. We'll do this one. You're weaker, apparently. Those are the numbers we really like to see. So I guess the next question is do you have a way to guarantee killing this thing here? Probably not. Just kill this. Excellent. Well done. Well done indeed, everybody. Right. Now, we need to disrupt its engines. And what's the best way to do that? Simple. We fire at will! And then we inflict ramming speed! And then we do this. Just for a quick heal. Glorious. We have unlocked more of our, well, rewards. Commander, another mega behemoth has ambushed our fleet. Crap! This one, codenamed Sparkles, he's a little cutie pie! Let's shower him in the sparkles of our weapon fire and its destruction. It's said by our specialists to have a precursor power core lodged in her prefrontal lobe. Open fire! Now then, we can't really see any side. But I also see we actually have a fair amount of AoE abilities now, which should come in handy. Now, do I know which one will do what? what things all of these creatures are resistant to? Of course I don't. But is that in any way, shape, or form going to stop me? Of course not! Ow! Ow! Mega ow! Let us just do that, please. And now ram it! Right. Okay. Next, I want you to... You know what? Screw it! Spin maneuver! Just so that they all take some damage. You know? I believe I don't actually have much in the way of AoE, which is kind of, well, infuriating a bit. But one is dead, which is the main thing. You should probably heal yourself a lot. And then we are going to go torture the one below. Simply because we can. Weapons disabled. That is what we like to see. Glorious, glorious. Now we exploit the disabled weapons. I don't like you and your energy drain. So you know what? Have a drone swarm. Things might be getting a little hairy. We want to use the adaptive armor once again, please. Energy drain. Damage over time. Healing over time. You are a real so-and-so, is all I can say. Just kill this thing. Excellent. We are now all inspired. Perfect. Censor this thing. Make it blind, because you can make a body part blind. Don't question the logic, only go with it. There's no point to questioning the indisputable logic of this entire place. Right. Next, we must... Fire at will! Then... Fire at will! Glorious. Absolutely glorious. Well done. Mega Behemoth Power Core. Plus crit, plus damage, no penalties. Excellent. Excellent. Commander, our precursor specialists have successfully extracted the precursor power cell from the grey matter of the Mega Behemoth Sparkles. That is what I like to see. Now then, we also have enough power cores to upgrade our precursor starship to level 3, which is amazing. Then, not only are we going to do that, but we are going to remove that and equip this Mega Behemoth core. Excellent. This precursor starship shall be our baby. It is my favorite ship, and the one in charge of it is thus my favorite person. Commander, the precursor starship has completed its transformation to Tier 3. Amazing. What does that do for it? What new abilities does it have then? Grim Omen. Self. Supercharged polarity. Inflicts weapon disruption and exploits censored thing. Interesting. Void Splatter. No idea what that does. Instant repairs. Self. It heals less than the repair drone, but has more uses. Tell me, what is the point of the instant repairs when we have the repair drone? Also, I failed to notice this thing, these dire strikes and grim omens before, meaning I should probably include something for these. Which of these would I like to get rid of, is the question. There, that will do. Oh, and I can also have an extra piece of equipment, meaning more damage! And you're allowed one piece of equipment, as are you, which is kind of I suppose. But Isadile has leveled up, meaning I can level her up further. How should I level her up is the question. And the answer is pretty simple. First, we upgrade this ability, and thus we get this ability, so that she further masters the ancient art of the good old ramming speed. Such an ancient art in need of very valuable things. What am I actually doing right now, then? I think I am waiting for my ships to heal. Yes, that sounds about right. You can go to Tier 4, can you? Huh. I did not realize that. I thought Tier 3 was the maximum. Our ship is fine now, right? Yes, our ships are fine. So you know what that means? It means it's time for us to go to our home world. That's right, we are going to New Terra. I don't know what happened to Old Terra, but humans probably did something. I don't read up on my history very well. So guys, it is time for you... Diplomacy. Diplomacy? Whatever. Off you go, guys. We have aliens to crush. Commander, our fleet is starting its approach now. I'll provide you with visuals. T-minus 15 seconds. 14. Arriving now. Commander, it is as we feared. New Terra is no more. Only a shell of the formal capital, now caked in a mysterious emotion. Running a scan on the cruel fleet now, Commander. The planet itself seems to be spawning a kind of cruel vessel we haven't seen before. The scan revealed a thing self-replicating semi-liquid of similar makeup to the emulsion of the planet itself. Should we engage it or return to Halcyon 6? Destroying this fleet would allow us to look for potential survivors in the system, while retreating would leave them to the cruel. What are your orders, Commander? Well, clearly we need to attack them then, because we are heroes. Plus, they're bloody pathetic. So why shouldn't I? Are we ready, everybody? Good. Then let's kill this new thing, which I have not seen before. A cedar whelp. Why does it have to seed things? Well, you poor little bastard. It was nice knowing you. I feel as though this is a tad unfair, as they barely seem able to even damage us. Additionally, I need to change out your abilities so they're less exploity and more inflicting. Ramming speed! Ooh, didn't quite kill. That is a shame. Well, you are the last one, so kill it. Good job. They're all dead. We got another Omega drone, because we need those. Commander, we were able to isolate a number of human life signs coming from the Orastes Mood Hellbore Mine at coordinates 1GHQ12. If we can hold the crew off a while longer, we should be able to telebeam them aboard. Otherwise, we need to abandon them to their fate. Fight through the moon! These are all Tier 2, are they? You're not. Well, considering you're not, we'll take out the weak one first! Death. Destruction. That is one gone and dead. And then you guys can't even hit us. You poor, pathetic bastards. Clearly, I need to break their engines next, so that we can properly ram them. Heal over time. That is quite a big heal over time, and I don't like the fact it's a big heal over time. So you know what? You need to die. Like, right now. So what does this supercharge do? Supercharge polarity, plus damage resist, but plus 100% threat. Ooh, interesting. Okay. So that's what it does. Well, your weapons are currently damaged, meaning I can exploit that. And do a lot of damage, but not max damage despite the fact it's apparently a critical hit. I don't think you understand what a critical hit is. It is almost dead. Just with this, it will be dead. Glorious! Well done! The battle is won. Excellent. Commander, we were able to beam the Astrates mining crew aboard. We initially begin preparing for the warp jump out of here, but we're informed that their leader, the legendary inventor, that guy, is still trapped down there. In order to try to save him, we'll first need to deal with another, even tougher, cruel fleet. However, if we don't rescue him now, we won't be able to later. We must save this stranded officer, no matter what it takes! So you have a tier 3 ship, do you? Interesting. Interesting. 2 tier 2s and a tier 3. Well, you know what? We have that ourselves! Prepare for your death! You need to take a lot of damage very quickly. So you know what? We'll ram you. Good. Good and dead. Next, we need an armor buff. Just to ensure our power. Right. Next things next. We're gonna disable your weapons. Ow. You're gonna heal the healer, who is then going to torture this guy. Then you're going to into the fray! So you decided to heal yourself a little, did you? Well, no matter. You are going to die. Today. One way or another. Not effective. Damn. It was worth a try. What we do need, though, is this thing down here dead. Which I didn't quite manage to do. Hell. But good thing its damage is kind of awful. So you know what? That allows me to do into the fray. To give us some inspiration. Next up, we need a... We don't need a nano recovery yet. We might need a nano recovery now. Disable the weaponry. Not you're resistant, 100%. Right, so we're gonna blind you instead. That's right, blind. Next, we need to, inflict vulnerable. Well done. Well done. Next, we are going to do a vicious assault. Ah. Excellent. And now actually heal us up a little. And then, because you can, apparently, blast it! Fleshmel, you decided to heal yourself a little. Well, that's cute and all, but here's the thing. It won't matter. It won't matter. Of course we end the fight on a good old ramming speed! Ha ha ha! Sir, we were able to beam up the guy. Now it's time to get out of here. Glorious! Destroy a cruel cedar to further our research on the cruel. I think we destroyed 3. Commander debrief. The return home. The destruction we found at New Terra was, in a word, total. We can only imagine the kind of instantaneous cross-dimensional attack that made this devastation possible. The threat we're facing with these cruel is unlike any other we've faced. Though it may be hard to comprehend, we are all that's left of the once peerless Federation Navy. We do have one reason to celebrate. We managed to rescue Zulofqua Zolf Maddox, the legendary inventor, who was commanding a team of engineers on the Ostrotes moon when the attack struck. Perhaps the legendary officers are, too, out there, clinging to survival, waiting to be rescued. For now, all we can hope to do is protect the few remaining Federation facilities still alive, build up our fleet and push back against this cruel armada. Select from expanded officers list. Well, I'm going to need the engineer no matter what, aren't I? So why shouldn't I just take him? Weakness engines down, proficiency vulnerable. Zolof Zol Maddox is a brilliant, though eccentric, inventor who spends much of his time perfecting what most people consider to be highly obsolete technologies, such as nuclear kitchen knives and nuclear dishwashers. He thinks they're pretty neat, though. Good on him! So, it says select from the expanded officers list, but I don't know if that expanded officers list would be legendary people with an epic ability. And because I don't know, I'm going to have to select you. If anyone can tell me whether if I select expanded officers, whether they'll have an epic ability, and they do, please tell me. If they don't, well, if they do, I made the wrong decision, and if they don't, well, it don't matter. We now have a new guy. What is your epic ability, good pal? EMP overcharge. Just ship disable everyone. Interesting. Well, we have now maxed out the nano field healing of our medic. Glorious. As for the outsider, what are we doing with you? In all fairness, I feel like aiming for this transcendent support systems, because it actually gives you quite a lot of modifiers. Right. Other than that, what am I going to do with you then, Mr. Zolof? You don't exactly have much in the way of abilities right now. Increase ship resist, increase threat, and increase damage resistance. In other words, you can become the tank, which is actually a pretty good power to try and go for. But you increase the damage to increase the damage resistance. So that's a good thing to start with. Improve ship health by 15%. Also a pretty good ability. You have a very weird tree, is all I can say. There we go, though. That seems good for me. Apparently on the ground you have 12% resistance to everything. No, everyone has 12% resistance to everything. My mistake. Well, now what? Build a cruel lab. Research the cruel lab tech. Build a cruel lab. Research cruel biology tech. Oh, okay. Then tech quarters. Where's this cruel lab? Here it is. Cruel lab researched. What the hell's this? Propulsion lab. We don't care about that. Cruel lab. Requires a crap ton more power. I see. Meaning I am going to have to explore more of the starbase. In the meanwhile, we build a brand new thing. Elder Cedar. Tier 3. Well, that's a big thing. What the blazes is it doing there? Can I kill it? Right, we have the locations ready and built then. Our main thing that we must do now is just build this cruel lab, which I do not have the power to build because we're still building our new generator. Sir, a yabbling fleet has entered our vicinity. They're hailing us. Ugh. Why do the aliens have to keep coming to my door? Why can't they leave me alone when I'm busy trying? Oh, hi there. Who turned on the comms? Well, well, well. Good to see you again, human remnant leader. I have some bad news for you. We recently did an audit on outstanding debt obligations, and we were stunned to realize that a debt that your Federation government was meant to repay 4 glabs ago simply never got paid off. It must be an misunderstanding. See, that's what we thought, but our auditors really are good at what they do. It turns out you owe the Central Yab Bank 40,000 materials. Huh. Wait, how are we liable for New Terra's load? New Terra is kind of a healing pile of ash. Well, that's easy. You're still the Federation, dummy. Just because you're experiencing an onset of catastrophe that threatens your race's existence doesn't free you from debt obligations. Think of the moral hazard that might cause. Now, normally we'd simply offer to see some of your collateral, say a planet or two, but we'd rather not have to face any of those flesh aliens, frankly. Then I guess you don't get paid. 'Cause you can have a planet or two, but you don't want to face them, so you don't get paid. Ha! Wow. So, what exactly do you want from us? Now, we aren't going to be unreasonable. We could take the payment in monthly installments for the foreseeable future. Or you could opt to fight our collection fleet. Wait, we can just fight your fleet? Wow, you humans really don't like reading the fine print, do you? Economics isn't our strong suit. Yabbling law stipulates that if the extinction event race clause in the section 333 is invoked, then the debtor race can invoke a trial by combat. Trial by combat. Are you for real? Really? Yes! Yes, you Terrans make it sound so complicated. The rules are very simple. Anyway, the choice is up to you. Do you wish to pay the monthly fee, 20 materials per month for 2,666 years, or fight the Yabbling collection fleet? Well, as much as I would kind of love to be on good terms with aliens, to be able and pay the monthly fee back, I would rather trial by combat! Fair enough. This will degrade your credit score though, just letting you know. Sir, Commander, a raider fleet is bombarding the station and destroying all incoming drones. We should send a fleet to defeat them as soon as possible. Wow, you guys are pathetic. I don't even feel I need to repair my ships, you're so pathetic. Yabbling fleet! The cheerful Yabblings aren't often pushed to hostilities, but something happened that set these ones against you. Prepare to get slimed. Slimed? Slimed. You actually weren't joking with that word, that terminology. Well, I certainly wasn't expecting to do this today. Fight a bunch of swamp dwellers. Somehow seems a little off-putting. but that might just be me. Bye-bye, debt collectors. We have won your trial by combat. And gotten a lot of salvaged equipment along with it. Sir, we've received a receipt on the debt obligation cancellation from the Yabbling Credit Authority. Following our trial by combat, they are now satisfied. Cool. No debt then. I don't know what I expected. Ooh, a tier 3 behemoth. That's not good. By the way, I can make tier 3 ships now, can I not? How much do they cost? Ooh, they're actually surprisingly cheap. Well, we might as well just sit and wait for now then. Considering we have our thing ready. Commander, the Zorlox reactor is online. Perfect. Perfect. That means we can now create our crew lab. Off you go, everyone. Oh, I can also begin the construction on my next tier 3 ship, the Paladin. Go. It'll probably be done after the other one. Commander, the crew lab is now online. Commander, our crew lab is up and running. We can now research cruel envirotech to survive in cruel environments. Excellent. Excellent. I need more dark matter. Hell! Oh, for the love of... What is the collective coming to my fleet for... my fleet for now? Oh, and why is the Tsar coming here too, as well? Why can't these aliens just leave me alone? The new Conjurer Starship is now ready for active duty. All it needs is a commanding officer, which it now has. You need a better name, and I'm kinda getting fed up with the name Healbot, because you never exactly heal anyone. So, you will thus be known as Spaceship. Because why not? Now what was the old ship you were using? Let's figure out what equipment we should give you. Void Splatter. Not bad, not bad. We definitely want more sensor stuff, I think. That's for sure. And the armor. The armor's a good one. Why do I have upload? Oh, because that's all enemies. No, we'll just take the system override, please. There. That will do. One ship left to go, but we're gonna have to talk to people before we do that. Why do the robots have to... I thought I told you to stop doing that! Hello, Terran friends. Hope you're holding on okay in that ungainly station of yours. So I've sent this hypercast to ask a favor. Nothing too pressing. But it would be really great of you to help me out on this. It turns out an aggressive identity matrix embedded from a few centuries back managed to hole itself up in a handful of my biovessels. Which wouldn't normally be a problem, but a re-optimization of my biovessel placements sort of led them to coalescing on the same few ships of one of my fleets. Long story short, I partitioned one of my fleets, and it's now super hostile to humans. So just giving you a heads up. If you could handle it, that would be great. I would, but I'd rather not risk the Matrix spreading in any manner. Because you know, I like getting along with my neighbors, specifically my human ones. Anyway, let me know, one way or another. Kill aliens. Don't kill aliens. Kill aliens. We're killing the bloody aliens. Thanks. That would be really sweet of you. So I need to go here and just murder them. What is the downside to all this? Commander, our sensors have picked up something precariously close to the station. You should have a look. Our best guess is that it's some kind of cruel spawning spore, Spore platform. We've called it Aspire. We should send a fleet of sufficient strength to investigate. Great. Oh, great. They're all big and they're all powerful. A Tsar fleet has entered our section, sir. They're hailing us, but first they took up an artillery position. Telling. The Tsar captain. Yanthu supporting Terran dogs. You will hand over that station immediately. What? You have 2 ships, both of which are pathetic. Inquire as to why they want the station. Only the mighty Tsar Passergrade deserve the incredible power of the... Yeah. Ask about the Tsar Passergrade rebellion. Ever since taking power, the Tsar Yanthu Directorate has oppressed our genetic lineage. Now it is the Passergrade's turn to conquer. Now you will give in to our demands, or we should turn off the communications. Just reject their demands. Will you? I'm guessing we need to go kill them. How long until our ship is built? 5 days. Okay, let's just go kill them. You know, it's kind of annoying that the elite crew appears on the ship rather than with the officer. Really is. But I guess these things have to happen. So, go forth, kill the raiders. The warrior geneticist Tsar Yanthu are a vicious, determined, and wildly oversensitive people. Something happened to set these ones against you. Yeah, we didn't give them our station. Whiny little bastards. Right. Today, you shall learn the meaning of pain. And why you do not mess with me. For you see, I do not take lightly to threats. I meet threats with deadly force. And the problem with said deadly force is that it likes to be deadly and murder everything. Rapid repair. Your rapid repair meet other spaceship. Boom. Bye. Battle has won. Well. Okay. Is that it? I really don't like how much cruel there is everywhere. But we might as well send our Halcyon fleet to go deal with the rest of this crap. Collective Fleet. The half-robotic, half-organic Collective are a normally peaceful race. What? Though from time to time, they sometimes exude psychopathic tendencies. This seems to be one of these occasions. Right. Then let's deal with the psychopaths. You have to be a psychopath to know how to deal with them. I just one-shot you. Jesus Christ. Well then. How dare you avoid my attack? Do you have any idea how rude that is? Go and die. In a pit. Horribly. Immunity to hull breach. Well, crap, that's annoying. So what is Void Splatter? Damage over time. I don't know what I expected. Well, I think it's time for you to go and die. Bye-bye. Salvaged equipment. Android hulls 3. Hull damage resistance plus 60%. Damage resistance plus 10%. Oh, it's consumable. Oh. Bloody consumable bullcrap. The Collective has detected the destruction of its earnest components and is hypercasting us again. Perfect. Scary stuff, right? Anyway, great that an ancient psychopathic version of me isn't around to propagate, right? I'll definitely send some materials your way. You humans love materials, after all. Thanks again, buddy. No problem. Tell me again if you want me to kill more aliens. The new Paladin-class starship is ready for active duty. All it needs is a commanding officer, which will be there in a moment. Right. Perfect. All seems pretty good right now. Which concerns me a little. So, we now have the stuff required for this. Avagati, research into the biology of the Cruel for me, please. Commander, the Cruel lab has completed its task. Cool. What does this mean? Well, I'm noting a lot of things are under attack right now. But I also note the problem that I don't have the most ability to fight them right now, which is problematic. So, everyone, I'm afraid I'm going to leave it here. So, everyone, what can I say other than thank you all for joining me this week? We have Cruel all over the goddamn system. And we have killed a lot of aliens now. Oh well. So everyone, what can I say other than thank you all for joining me this week? I have been your host, your Admiral, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet. And I hope to see you all again next week. But I'm afraid that until that next week, it's time for me to bid thee all farewell, good day, and finally, good night.